Hi guys, Faith Lane here, or Kate, whatever you know me by. I am very excited to be back with a video. I am sorry that I did not upload my normal schedule this week. I kind of got, not necessarily overwhelmed, but I kind of did not have content to upload and I didn't have time to film more content, and it was just a big problem, but I am back and I am excited to be back. So I am really excited. Today I'm going to be doing the supernatural book tag. I did this tag last year around this time. We are in March, so I did about the supernatural tag in February or March, maybe one of each, because there's like 2 or 3 that I did, different ones that were all around supernatural. So I am excited to redo this tag. I'm not necessarily redoing it because I don't like it, I'm just redoing it because it's a year later. The show has ended now, and I am still in love with it. I am still obsessed, and I'm excited to do this. So I got the questions here on my tablet, and I am very excited, so we're just gonna go on and get into the video. Okay, so the first question is plot, a book that had you hooked from the very beginning. For this one, I feel like I'm gonna go with Crave by Tracy Wolff. This book really had me hooked from the beginning, just with, it had such a Twilight feel while also having like a Vampire Diaries original feel at the same time, and it was like, honestly, I kind of describe it as a better version of Twilight, but then it's like also, it's not a, yeah, you can consider it a remake of Twilight, but it's like it's also not. Like, there's many differences and things that are done differently, and it's like the writing style. The writing style is the same, and a lot of the story plot's the same, but it's also a very different story. And I personally like it, and I like how they incorporated, like, all kinds of different creatures. You know, you have dragons, you have, werewolves and vampires and witches, like, you have all of it, while also, you know, it's still, because, you know, like in Twilight, we didn't really, I only read the first book, and there's like, I don't remember anything being about witches, and definitely not dragons and stuff, but like in this book, you know, it kind of has all of it. Like, I feel like it might honestly be more like Legacies in a way, like older, mature version of Legacies maybe. I feel like that's a good way to describe the book, and I really like it, and it had me hooked from the beginning to the end, and I went through so many different mood swings reading this book, and by that I mean, you know, one minute you're happy, the next minute you're crying, the next minute you're kind of frustrated with the character, and then you're happy, and then the ending was shocking. I highly recommend it. I need to do a review for this on my blog, because I do reviews on my blog, down in the description. So I need to review it, but I highly recommend it, so please check it out if you do. The next question is, Everybody Loves a Clown, a book that kept you up all night. Ooh, I'm trying to think what book I was actually up late reading last. I don't remember. I do remember recently that I was up late reading, the Underworld by Jessica Sorensen. I've loved the first book, The Fallen Star. This is a series, and I think it's a 6 or 7 book series. I read the first book like 2 years ago, I think, or it might have just be 1.5 years ago. I remember it was in October, but I think it's been 2 years. I loved that book. I got obsessed with it, and I'm pretty sure that I bought all of the rest of them. I think that I have all the rest of them. I'm not sure, but I think I have all of them. Except the new release that is supposed to be coming out. They keep changing the release date, and I don't know why. But, I love this series, and I don't really know how to describe it, but it's like, it's about this girl that didn't have feelings and didn't have emotions to all of a sudden she has emotions now, and she found out that vampires, and I noticed that we're having a very supernatural paranormal theme today, but it's fine. That's kind of what I've been obsessed with lately. But, you know, she finds out about all these different worlds, about all these different, you know, fairies and werewolves and vampires and just all these different creatures, and basically everybody wants her because she's the thing that could totally end the whole universe type of thing. So that is what the book is based around, and I was reading the second one, which is the Underworld, and a lot of exciting stuff happens in that book, and I was up late reading it, and I just remember it was a very stressful time that I was reading this book, and I hadn't read in a long time because of what I was going through. I just didn't want to read. I wasn't in the mood for much. I was kind of miserable to an extent. But I just picked this book up and read it that night, and I remember just stretching my toes out in the bed and just feeling so relaxed and connected to myself reading again. Like, I just think it's amazing how books can just connect with us and change us and just do just amazing things. So, the next question. 3. All Hell Breaks Loose. Part 1. A book that broke your heart. Ooh. I feel like I could go with multiple for this just because they have sad endings, but a book that broke your heart, 5 Feet Apart for sure. Because, like, we all know that 5 Feet Apart was going to be sad, but with that ending, like, really? Really? I'm not going to spoil it for y'all because I know a lot of you want to read 5 Feet Apart, because I know, like, a lot of my followers on Twitter that watch my videos want to read it, and I don't want to spoil it for y'all. But with that ending, I'm just like, really? Plus, I mean, like, what happens to one of the characters in the book, and just, there's just a lot of sad things in this book, and it kind of left me a little heartbroken after I finished it. Okay. 4, Mystery Spot. A book that felt a little repetitive. I'm trying to think. I read one recently that was kind of repetitive, but I can't remember which book it was now. I do know that a lot of people, I necessarily don't think this, but if I go back and read the book, I might think this, but in The Maze Runner, a lot of people think that The Maze Runner is very repetitive just because so many times Thomas, like, thinks over and over, like, I want to get out of the maze, how do I get out, asking all of his questions repetitively, but I feel like it was kind of okay because nobody ever answered the question. So, of course, as humans, when we want to, you know, figure something out, or obviously when it's a critical, life-changing thing, you know, you're gonna ask questions and you're gonna ask them until you get answers. And I don't know if I would necessarily go with that, but I can't think of another one right now. But The Maze Runner is like one of my favorite books. I love the series. I love the movies. One of the best movie adaptations. And I'm super excited for the new book that he's doing. So excited for James Dashner's book. And yeah, but I think I would just go with that because I can't think of anything else right now. Let's see. 5. A character that started off as someone you disliked but turned into one of your favorite characters. Ooh. I don't do that often with books. Normally I know a character that I'm gonna like. I guess we could go with Beastly, because in Beastly I didn't like the main character, obviously, though. But it's like, he was the Beast. I knew that I was gonna like him eventually, just not right in that moment, as he was just being a butthead. So, yeah, because a lot of the other books I've read, I either liked the character or disliked the character, and that was about the extent to it. 6. Swan Song. An ending that felt unfinished. Ooh. I kind of feel like the ending of 5 Feet Apart felt very unfinished. The ending of 5 Feet Apart was very unfinished, in my opinion. Like, y'all just need to read 5 Feet Apart, and y'all need to tell me what you think, because I think it was very unfinished, and it bugs me, okay? Okay, 7. The French Mistake. A funny book with a dark twist. Ooh. I'm trying to think. I don't read many funny books. Is it bad that I want to use my own book? Because, like, I'm writing The Dark 3 right now, and it's, like, very snarky and sarcastic, but also very dark at the same time. Like, I wished I could just put that there. Because I can't think of another book to use for that, even out of my ebooks. I really haven't read a lot of dark books lately. Like, I have, but like not, and it doesn't fit the prompt. I think we'll just leave it at that and move on. Okay, 8. The man who knew too much. A character who made a huge mistake. Oh. I don't know what to do for this one either. I need to read more. I haven't read much in a few months and I can't think. Here, let me load up my Kindle. I'm trying to think. You know, I'm gonna go with Stephen King's Shining. That's what I'm gonna go with for this one. Because, like, The Shining is a good book. I have not finished the book yet. I'm currently listening to the audiobook. But our main character just did so much wrong. And, you know, I feel like he made big mistakes. And I need to finish the book so I actually know how I completely feel about him. But, you know, obviously he goes crazy and does a bunch of dumb junk and hurts his wife and kid. And, you know, we're just going to go with that because that is very fitting for this. Okay. And 9. Reading. Reading is fundamental. Dramatic character change. I do not have a Vampire Diaries book, but I want to go with Caroline from the Vampire Diaries series because she had intense character change, but I just don't know if that actually happens in the book. That is what I would like to know, but I'm gonna go with that because that fits perfectly. Besides that, I kind of feel like Macy, I think it was Macy was her name? Yeah. Macy from the Crush series, she had a lot of character development in my opinion. Because at first I didn't know if I liked her, and then I really started to like her as we found out, you know, more of what she was hiding type of thing, to not spoil it. Okay, 10, sacrifice, a scene that really sticks out. Ooh, a scene that really sticks out. I'm trying to think. A scene that really sticks out. One scene that just always sticks out to me whenever I'm thinking about certain books is Judy Corey's book, Meet Me There. In that book, there's a scene to where Luke, our main character, the love interest, he is talking to his father and his mom just died from like cancer and stuff over the summer, or it might have been before and then over the summer, and then they were talking about it, whichever the situation was. He was talking about his mom to his dad, and they just haven't really talked about it, and he hasn't really been open about how he's struggling with it, and he decided to open up about it, and it was just emotional, and it was just, Luke was so masculine while also at the same time being emotional, and that is just one reason I love Judy Corey's books, because she's able to portray that and make it just so beautiful and perfect and intimate, and I just love that, and that scene just really sticks out to me for that reason. Okay. And 11. Do you believe in miracles? An infuriating character. An infuriating character. Okay, so what was that guy's name from Maze Runner? I'm trying to remember. The one guy. Not Newt. Not Chuck. Not Teresa. I don't know. If I think of his name, I'll pop it up on the screen right here. But that guy got on my nerves so freaking much. I'm really glad that he died. Spoiler alert. But yeah, he was infuriating. We're gonna go with him. I'm gonna be really excited to see what my answers were in this tag when I did it the first time to versus what they are now in 2021. I want to know. I'm curious of what my answers were. Okay, 12. Baby. A new perspective on a story. A new perspective on a story. I feel like I could go with Crave again because it's like a new way of Twilight. I mean, like, that fits perfectly. And I also just haven't read that many books this year, or last year, or the year before that. I need to read more. Well, I don't know. I read a lot more in 2018 and 2019. But, you know, obviously when a pandemic goes on, you don't read that much, and I didn't read that much. So yeah. Let's see. Question 13. Don't call me Shirley. An unseen character is revealed. I don't understand this question. An unseen character is revealed. I don't understand that question. But I do know that in Crush we're introduced to a new character that, like, kind of has a big impact on the story and causes some issues. Maybe he fits. I don't understand the question, so we're just gonna go with that. 14. Scooby Natural, an adult twist on a childhood classic. Oh, I'm trying to think. I need to read more adult books. I haven't read a lot of adult books, and I need to, because I feel like that's starting to be more of my taste now. Kind of. Like, I feel like I'm in a mixture of YA and adult now, and, like, a lot of this is YA. I'm trying to think. I have a few adult books, I think. I know that I have a lot of adult books on my Kindle, but I'm trying to think if I have any physical adult books. I think I have some over there on my other bookshelf, but not this one. Unless I'm just overlooking which ones are actually categorized in adult. Could I do the Beautiful? Because the Beautiful is a twist on the classic story of, you know, like vampires and Twilight and the originals, and it's more of an adult twist, I feel like. So maybe we'll go with that, or I could also go with The Silent Songbird by Melanie Dickerson, which is a Christian retelling of The Little Mermaid, and it's basically an adult because it's like medieval, and these characters are like, they're like in their late teens, early 20s, so it's kind of adult. Okay, and the last question, 15. Let the Good Times Roll, a cliffhanger that left you desperate for the sequel. I have done this book so many times in this, but I am sorry, but it fits perfect for a lot of these. So, Grieved by Tracy Wolff, that ending left me wanting the sequel so bad. And as you can see, I have Crush and Covet now. Now I just need to get the next book when it comes out, and I'll have all 4 books, which I am very excited and happy about. So, I need to go with that because the sequel just left me wanting more, and I'm just like, I need to know what happens. And I'm like so attached to these characters already, and I need it, and I have it, and I just need to read it now. Okay guys, so thank you for watching this video. I hope that you liked it. I will have all of my social media up on the screen over here. I hope that you would please follow me, and also subscribe down below and turn on post notifications so that you know when I upload a new video and that you won't miss anything. And I also started a TikTok not too long ago, so I'd really appreciate it if you follow that. And then I also have Instagram and Twitter, which I post, Twitter I post just a bunch of random things, and honestly Instagram I do too, a lot of bookish things and supernatural fandom things, and then also just daily life things and what I'm doing and all that kind of stuff. And then I also have a Twitch that I stream video games on every so often, especially like Animal Crossing and Mario, and I want to get into doing some Minecraft because I have a really fun idea for what I want to do on Minecraft, and I might even make a separate video talking about that idea. Which I might do. That seems like a fun idea. I'm glad that I just came up with that. And then I also have a Discord group, and in my Discord group we kind of just talk about everything. I kind of keep y'all up to date on what's going on by tagging you guys and just letting you know when I'm going to be doing stuff like lives on Instagram and whatnot, because I am planning to get back into doing lives on Instagram of coloring and doing all kinds of fun things, as well as going live on Twitch. So definitely check into all of that so that you can keep up with what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. I really appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for supporting me and for all that you guys do. And I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!